So you know what that does when he does that, Jeff?
It's a marker, so he knows when the
syncs up the sound with the video.
Right.
It's like how they use clappers.
Yeah. They use those.
You understand the concept behind it, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty basic.
I say that like everyone, like other people have watched previous podcasts. Like I'm assuming that this is some sort of serial podcast that people stay with.
Eight people get the reference.
Yeah, but those 8 people are gonna feel like pretty connected.
Like they're in.
Yeah, because they are in. Okay, so the podcast today subject is team building, because we literally just came up with the idea 10 minutes before the show, 15 minutes before the show. Yeah. But it was relevant because we just had a company happy hour, and it was good, I think. I mean, it's hard to say if it's everyone has an individual opinion whether the team building element is that David? Hey, David, join us whenever you're ready. We just started seconds ago. But if you're busy and you don't have to. But you're more. But we have a mic ready for you to go. So nice. So we're talking about team building, and we had a company happy hour, and it was the point is, I think, is why what's the point of team building, right? The point of team building is to have your team
hopefully build some camaraderie and work better together, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's something that people do because they feel like it's important, and it is important. Obviously, we talk a ton about culture and company and all that stuff. I think my problem with team building as it was conventional, or in its more conventional setting. Here, I can sit over here. That way you can see both of them. Would be good because you can see Gabe and David.
Is that sweet Samsung?
Is that a Samsung?
It's a Galaxy.
Wow.
Hint.
Samsung sure makes a fine product.
They do.
Wow.
Most popular phone on earth.
I've heard that. The only place it's not is the United States.
Yeah.
America is the only place that Samsung
It's not the dominant.
is not
brand.
the number one phone. Like soccer. Right. So Samsung is Samsung. Okay.
I got that vomit drop ready for you.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so team building, the idea is obviously to build camaraderie and get your team together and like each other and everything like that. My beef with it and the real subject of this is, why would you wait to devote 1 hour, one afternoon, 1 week, a year to team building when you really should be doing it the whole time?
Those weekend retreats for team building.
I mean, I think there's value in it, but and I know people do it, so I don't want to like dog people to do that sort of thing. I think there's a lot of value in it, but I don't want to do it.
Me neither.
You don't want to spend your weekend?
No.
With your boss?
No. I mean, no. We spend a lot of time together.
Oh yeah, sometimes more than our families.
Yes. Right. I mean, if you do the math, it's 8 hours. Just on average, if it's 8 hours a day, and then you've got 8 hours of sleep, you're left with 8 more hours. If you factor in commutes and poops, you're probably spending more time with workers than your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what we're saying, I think, is why, and also it's so manufactured when you try to put team building
to force everyone into a box to build teamwork,
build culture now.
Yeah, right.
And then I think that they can be advantageous. I mean, when we did the boat building up at Margaritaville, shout out to Pops in Margaritaville.
Yeah.
Our team was on a team. I'm just gonna talk about that part of it.
Yeah.
But our team was on a team, and it was fun. Right? I mean, you guys, I wasn't on your team.
Yeah,
you guys kicked butt. You won. Jeff, Ade,
Katie, Linda,
and Adrian.
Yep.
Yeah. And you guys kicked butt, and it was fun. But but then when then it ends, and that's it. I don't think you grow or get
you
better
just
or
forget
retain
about
that.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the
Right.
worst ones is like when they pull out a binder and you're going step
is-
by step on team building.
Did you ever have that?
I've never seen that.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At
a previous agency.
previous agency.
You learned through a binder?
Oh,
Through
yeah. I
a,
thought that
through a
was just-
workbook?
It's a step-by-step process on team building and building
That's
relationships.
like a scene from The Office.
I think he's telling the truth.
No, it is.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god. Good job. Nice drop.
Oh,
Nice
there
drop.
you go.
You know, it's also like if you ever just like want to get me back like from some old stuff I did to you, I can just be talking and you can just do that. Like even if it's not relevant, it's always gonna hurt my feelings. So David is saying that he worked at an agency where they literally Toby Flendersoned the whole thing
Oh, yeah.
and just pulled out a binder and said,
Like, this is what we're doing now, and this is what we're going to learn from it.
"Oh my god." Well, you know, I mean, yeah. I guess you do that.
But did you learn anything from it?
Not really.
Because you didn't want to do it.
No, because it's kind of all kind of forced, or like
Yeah.
you go in and kind of build or tell a story, or kind of getting little groups to kind of put something together.
And the whole time you wish you were just going home.
A little bit, because
yeah.
it's kind of stressful, and like then you present to the rest of the team, and I don't know.
So let me say, because I don't want us to be the smug small agency that says like, oh yeah, you can do this. I mean, it's obviously easier for us to do because we're so small. So I understand the big corporate structure and things like that. But what about how do you team build if you've got, you know, a small company, but you're a bunch of accountants and you all really don't have a ton of reason? I mean, that's not true because I mean, our designers are basically accountants in the way that they have to be for long periods of time at their computer.
Oh yeah, they're they're project managers themselves.
Yeah.
They manage their own time, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think the misconception is that we're like always just like hanging out on beanbags and playing hacky sack.
No, we rarely do that.
Have we ever done that?
We played hacky sack. Never.
We played it never times.
Playing darts.
We had darts.
We did have darts.
Yeah. Still in there. We
Yeah.
could set it back up.
It makes for pretty crappy walls,
Yeah. It does.
but we should set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the team building concept, really, the idea that you should be team building all the time, every day. That way you don't need to have a designated happy hour or a designated team building events because, I mean, I don't know.
I think the war, and I'll say in my past experience, we had mandatory happy hours, and like the HR person would come in and say, "Hey, it's time to go down for mandatory happy hour."
No way.
Oh yeah, you really didn't even have a choice.
Mandatory happy hour?
Yep.
Well, I guess we've had that.
Yeah. We've had that before. And really what you want to do is finish your work so you can leave. But then you have to stop your work
Yes.
and go have a happy hour for,
Yeah.
And then
for 45 minutes.
You'd have to go back.
Yeah, you have to go back to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it was like they would do it at like 4:30, right?
And then you're like, well, I could be
well,
done
like it's like, well, if
already.
it's at 4:30, shouldn't we be done? But you weren't done because you're busy.
Yes.
Right. And you're not. God, so stupid.
Yeah.
And it's not like you could just kind of take off afterwards. I'm like, oh,
No.
great.
Yeah, so you can have one beer,
One or two.
maybe two if
Maybe.
you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Go back.
Go back and then work till 6 or 7, so
Yeah.
to catch up on the time you missed at the happy hour. Gabe, what were you saying about earlier? What were you saying about when we have our social functions?
Oh, yeah. No, it's great because they're either during work hours or they're actually fun when they're after hours. It's like an actual party. It's an event.
Which is really just one party.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think, right? We don't
Yeah.
have any other
It's just
party
one.
besides the Bonanza, which is a volleyball tournament.
And it's all voluntary. For the most part, right?
Yeah, it is voluntary. it is, of course it's voluntary, but I do remember one year that was a Christmas party. That was a Christmas party. We had somebody not want to go to the Christmas party, which was, I know that I shouldn't have cared as much as I did, but I definitely cared a lot that this person didn't come. But I mean, that's just the way you're wired. I think because we do almost nothing outside of the office.
That's true. Man, I don't think we do anything outside of the office, or if it's not work related.
No, not really. I think people think that we do more things outside the office than we do, but we don't do hardly anything.
You and Jeff hanging out, playing some golf.
No.
Jeff and I don't even hang out outside the office.
No.
I mean, every once in a while.
Maybe that's how people like it, is to not do stuff outside of the office.
I mean, other people do, like Katie and Sharon do. I mean, they do all come to. A lot of people have come to my Poppy's softball games, which is so freaking sweet and kind, and I don't obligate them to do that. But they do come. But I think that's the point, is if you don't force people to do stuff, they'll want to do it on their own. Although I will say, Dottie and I were just talking about maybe trying a kickball team.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Be pretty fun.
We got 9 people. We picked kickball because it's the least
Anybody can play.
intense sport. We know that we can't play softball.
No one's really, really good at kickball.
I don't think you can be really good at kickball.
No.
And if you are, you should stop.
Yeah.
You play too much.
I mean, I don't even know how you would be really.
Just be high intensity.
I guess if you were like a place kicker.
Like you can put spin on the ball and stuff.
Oh God! Actually, you know what? The one time I played kickball, I had a terrible experience because these dudes were like, you think they would roll it nicely?
Mm-hmm.
They don't. They like whipped it. So like
It's like bouncing all the way in.
bouncing and curving, and you're like, this is really hard to kick, and it sucked.
Did they
Did you
win?
play? Did they do that when you play kickball?
Yeah, I think they realized they looked at you, and again, this was probably a tad bit racist, but they would look at me and say, "Hey, he can kick the ball, he's good," and they just would dart that.
So you're saying, so I like this. So this means they saw me too.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't racist, but it was, this guy looks like a player. They're going to whip it at you?
Let's put some mustard on this one.
Yeah, a little mustard. Nice. Good old reference there. But I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But again, like I've tried that before, and if people don't want to do it.
Oof. I ran a softball team for another agency.
So did I.
It was begging people to show up.
They hated it.
Yeah.
Cause they were like, I gotta, it's all about work. It's a whole work-life balance, right?
Yeah.
So if you feel like you have, I think this kickball team is more relevant for us now than ever before because we see each other so much less.
Yeah.
And we're in the office so much less, that I think the kickball team will be really good because we have this time when everybody was together outside, obviously COVID and all that good stuff, but like everyone's outside and together and catching up on stuff and joking about, a crappy project or a cool project or whatever it is. So I think that might be a good time to actually do that. And it's and exercise. So like you get that part of it, like the endorphins, right? Positive kind of energy like that, not just sitting around a conference table.
Beating another team.
That's always good.
Yep.
I like to beat people. You get to see people's competitive sides. I mean, Audie and I already started talking that if we have a softball team, a kickball team, that like how Sarah is going to she's going to be getting the rule book out, the scorekeeper book. She's going to be crushing the teams when they step across the line.
I can definitely see
And
that.
I'll be calm and relaxed and chill and not make it weird and not scream at people. None of that's going to happen. I'm going to do all that.
We're playing a kids game.
Hey, man, listen, you came to play. I don't know. You signed up. On the team building thing,
I think like the best like team building experience is like going through something so difficult project wise, and you kind of lean over, like your coworkers kind of help you with it. At least in my past experience, that was like one of like, you can kind of depend on that other person, or when they come and kind of either help you out or it's unexpected, I think that's where you kind of strengthen.
I agree. Yeah, like the times back in the day, like when we would have to like work like overnight.
Yeah.
If you stay up on a project with 3 or 4 people all night long, there's like some actual bonding that happens there.
I mean, I want to compare it to like what soldiers go through or like war, but like you go through some
Yeah.
crap together.
Yeah.
It's just gonna make you tighter and stronger.
So you're saying actual work is
Yeah.
the best team building?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes.
With that. I think that's great. I think that's a much
I
better
think so too.
than like fictitious work. Ade?
Like you said, actual work where we went to Margaritaville, even though it was fun, we did have to work for that, and that was kind of
Yeah.
good team building.
That was because it wasn't actually. It was like we were almost basically to explain it to anybody who's listening or watching. We were basically recording a team building exercise, but we were also in it. So we were. That's a weird like.
Yeah, we were active participants.
Truman
Yeah.
Show kind of like we are the actors inside some sort of meta thing. Anyway, but it was because it was actual work and we were all together. But it wasn't because we were. If it had been a team building event, I think it would have felt, I don't know, like isolated to like, oh, we did this team building event. Now it's over. Now when do we get to go home?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Real work is the best way.
Yeah. It's a shared experience, right? I remember like working overnight, like on some projects, and that just made me and my team kind of tighter.
Yeah.
But I think the same thing when you guys went to Margaritaville is something that the whole team experienced at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah. Or when we went to Utah, which is work. I think so. Actual work is the best team building. Is I think the thesis of this podcast.
Yeah.
Like actually good work, hard work is better team building than say
Forcing people to go to a
forcing
happy
people
hour
to go to a happy hour
at 4.
at 4:30.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. And giving people space to make their own like team outside of work. Like if people are hanging outside of work, that's a good sign. You know, like if people are like going and they're like, like Katie and Sharon and Sarah go to Forum together, or like Ade and me and Gabe play soccer together. Those are good signs that the team building and work is actually extending out into your regular lives.
Yeah, and going to your softball practices.
Oh yeah, games,
Yeah, games.
not practices. Okay, what do we have time? I think that's good.
Pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Nobody joined the chat,
The live chat.
the live chat.
No
one
phone. No phone calls.
joined. I didn't see any. Let me see. We had a Google
They
chat.
didn't know it was
Wait, did I add it?
happening.
Oh yeah, I did.
You did add it,
Yeah, everyone that wasn't here, I gave them the opportunity to join the live chat.
and they didn't even join.
Join. I'm going to tell them all. Join now. Hey, how are you? Good. This is not normal. Well, I guess it's normal once a month now.
Kinda.
This is Jules. Jules, right? Okay, cool. Jules is our newest intern, and she just walked in, and I'm sure she's super nervous and did not appreciate having to walk into a podcast and have her name called out. But this is kind of what happens. Yeah, no, none of these buttheads joined.
Perfect time.
Nice.
There you go, guys. There you go. All right. I don't have anything else to say, and
Oh,
so
either.
that's a good sign that you should shut your mouth.
Any highlights for the month? Did y'all cover anything?
Highlights of
What
the
kind
month.
of curveball was that?
I don't know.
David's trying to keep it going.
I did come in late to the podcast.
What kind of highlights for the month?
Next week, can we talk about what we're thinking?
No.
No, I think this podcast is over.
No, nobody can be.
Remember we were gonna do
What we're not thankful for?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did say that. But I mean, now I feel ridiculous.
It's forced now.
Yeah, it is. Highlights?
I don't know.
What are the? What?
No.
We need some highlight music.
Yeah, we need some. Oh, that's what we need. We need to get the NFL films or whatever that music
Yeah,
is.
and prime time.
The NFL primetime music.
And then we can just run through highlights.
Yeah. Can you get the NFL primetime music? How long will it take? And then I can just read. I can like go through our.
Just read some stuff
Look at
on
our
Basecamp.
client.
You're just gonna go through Basecamp and read
I am.
tasks.
I'm gonna look at our recent activity set to NFL. What is it?
NFL prime time.
They're so long. I just want like a little. It might take longer than that. I just want like a little.
What?
5-second.
No. You don't want a 5-second clip. You need like
You
a.
want the whole thing?
Like a 30-second clip.
Yeah, like 30 seconds or a minute. I mean, we can stop if it's boring. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, hang on.
I can't
can
wait.
you get it? Can you get it into the thing? Okay, cool.
So you can hear it through the headphones.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try.
And you got to read it with like some energy.
The video might get claimed. That's right.
Try to do it in
Okay.
Chris Berman's voice.
Yeah. Okay. No, this could be bad, but whatever. So I'm gonna read off
So these are the highlights.
the activities. Hi, Linda. Ho! Nice, Jeff. Will you move that file thing?
Morning.
Y'all hear Linda?
Yeah. I just heard her.
Let me know if she's too loud.
No, she's too.
Oh, there's the camera, like pointed right
Well,
at
yeah,
the
but there's like
screen.
3 cameras.
Wait, I want to record her screen.
Oh, cool.
Linda's in here.
That's awesome.
What are y'all talking
We were
about?
talking about team building, and we wanted to get another take, so I'm happy you joined us. You have only worked at 5+8, though, yes? Okay. So I would like to ask you this. How do you feel about team building, the idea of team building inside, do like company retreats, after hours events, things like that? Or do you, or the way we do it, which is not, we don't do a ton of outside the office events, right? We do the Bonanza once a year. Maybe we have a dinner on Christmas we go out to. And that's
Really is.
That's it.
and occasionally happy hour, but usually we start those pretty early. What do you say, Ho?
Like what kind of team building we do at 5+8 and like what I think of it compared to what other
Yeah,
companies
you got
might
it,
do?
bud.
I feel like, the last like official team building thing I feel like we did was with
Yeah, we talked about that, and that
Margaritaville.
was like it was like we were recording a team building event for someone else, but we were also part of it, and it was.
Yeah.
See, maybe we're wrong. That was fun. Well,
Fun, but I
was
felt like it
weird.
was-
Fun.
There's some good stories out of that.
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, it was.
It was like, you're going to build a boat. And I was like, what? Okay.
The building the boat was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Well, for you guys, right? Because that was an all 5+8 team, so you could say that was a fun.
Yeah, it was a fun deal.
Yeah, they won. It's fun to be winning.
It is.
Well, let me ask you this: was it more fun to go and have a team building event and build a boat and be successful, or would you have just as much like to just be in your office working on your regular work with your regular people?
I would much rather be.
I agree with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So there is. So are we stepping back maybe
I think we are.
a little bit on the team building? I like it. I like to be wrong. I don't like to be wrong, but I think it's important to try and make yourself wrong.
Yeah, I think we're stepping back a little bit.
That's good. It's good. We're challenging ourselves. I like it. Good job, Linda. You brought up a counterpoint
Thanks.
unintentionally.
Yeah.
Okay.
NFL music.
You got it?
I think so.
Okay. All right, Linda. I am going to read through. How about we just do this? We'll just make it even more niche.
There you go.
Linda, can you hear that?
You get,
What am I
Can you hear
listening
music?
for?
can you get a little bit more volume on it? There you go.
Linda Ho. Right now, she's working on the following. The Craft Beer Marketing Awards. Those were due today, November 19th. She's got to invoice the Miles Foundation in October. It's already halfway through November. She's got to add photos to the Gallant website. We haven't done that yet. There's a paid report and an organic report due for 5+8. Yeah, this is. I don't think I can do this. This is. It doesn't work. Those guys are talented.
Yes.
We just got to practice it.
Okay, cool.
Tell me more about
I
invoicing.
should probably update my task. I should update my
Yeah,
task.
sorry, I called you out there.
Yeah.
I just picked up
Oh, that's
all
cool.
of Linda's tasks.
There needs to be.
But I think if you just leave it on in the background in general.
Yeah, that's what I'm
it does
saying.
kinda pick up the whole energy.
Maybe
Oh,
we just
yeah.
do that. Maybe the next podcast just has this as background music.
Nice little bed music in the background.
Yeah,
Some
Dude,
jazz.
this music's good.
The music is so good. Oh wait, who's joining? Ade? Oh, Adrian's joining. Nice.
Like, I could listen to this in my car, just driving home.
Yeah, you should. Then it's like the soundtrack to your life. Oh, this really levels up the podcast. Oh yeah, that's fine. But for a podcast too, just for YouTube. Sorry, nobody watches it anyway.
Right.
All right,
That message seems really urgent.
right? That was Adrian. All right, so are we ready to close up shop?
I think so.
Get back to team building.
Yep.
All right.
Please.
I mean, work.
Please.
Actual work. All right, cool. We gotta get to actual work.
Is there a meeting in a couple minutes?
Is there?
No. I have a call with the dental people. Hey,
All right.
Linda, thanks for joining. Adrian, a little late, but we still appreciate your time. And for David, Ade, Gabe, Jules, Jeff, and myself, we're 5+8, and we'll see you next Sunday. I should maybe play like certain. We can maybe play like a fart noise. Alexa, can you make farts? She doesn't give you any. She doesn't give you any space between farts. Alexa, play fart sounds.
That was a gassy one. Would you like me to play another fart sound?
Yes.
That was a beery one.
A
Try
what?
asking me to fart 5 times in a row. Or say random.
Alexa, fart 5 times in a row.
Time for me to fart 5 times. Try asking me about your friend's farts. Just ask what type of farts does your friend's name do? Or just say random.
Alexa, what kind of farts does Jeff have?
How did it know?
Just say random.
Alexa, what kind of farts does Ade have?
You have not bought anything from Big Fart yet.
Oh.
Ask to buy more farts. Or just ask me for a random fart.
Hey, put on your headphones.
Alexa, random farts.
Abraham Ratner does an array of astonishingly aromatic
Nothing.
farts.
Nice, I can hear that fart. Oh yeah, that's everything. And the farts. So,
Ask me for a Christmas fart. Or just say random.
wait, was that fart?
I just added it to the sound drop. Not that one. I just found one on
You found a different fart?
That was a beery one.
Alexa, stop. Whoa, Alexa is getting very, getting much more personality, which is smart.
Jeff, I added a fart drop. More of
Wait, what?
fart drop.
What does it sound like?
Oh, can you add the prices? But maybe the whole podcast should be about what drops to add.
Which price is right?
Ba-da-ba-boom. It's the Price is Right fail.
Oh, the fail.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That one?
Yeah, it also kind of sounds like a fart. The trumpet. Okay. So our whole podcast is just. I mean, you could do a whole podcast of just farts.
Just fart drops?
Do you remember when we worked at Love and you guys had that you guys had that fart soundtrack,
Oh yeah.
and you just play it.
You just pull it up on YouTube and
You
play
just
it
play all these fart sounds like really loudly, and like,
in the
if
middle
you,
of the office.
yeah, you play them enough, they actually get funnier.
Yeah, we also had throw up too.
Oh, that was awful.
The
That was disgusting. And then there was a hollering.
The hollering. And that was a CD that I took from Stan and Lou. I found it like in a drawer, and I took it with me and kept it.
Yeah, I think this podcast is really starting to find its rhythm.
I have a real dirty mouth.
Okay.
Can you find at least one throw up drop?
No. I mean, yes. Like, I mean, not.
I mean, just
hear
just to hear it once.
Okay.
All right, it takes me a second to get I have to kind of boot
think
that.
Yeah,
Dave-
that's fine. No, I mean,
I think David's almost here.
that's fine. He can just join us. I like the impromptu
Yeah.
nature of it. Oh, you put it away. Oh no, you put it here. Okay. So if David comes, will you just remember to turn this on? Is this your phone? Okay. So I can turn it on too. I know how to do it. Maybe not. Where's that? Does that have both of us? Oh, great. That's great.
Not that good. The ones that
There's
are-
no good ones.
I can't hear. I mean, I can't hear those in the ear.
Yeah, I have to.
It's fine.
I'm just ripping.
It's not like a super priority that you find a throw up sound
This is the most.
right
It's just
now.
it's just a bonus. For me, it's just a bonus.
But it would make Jeff's day.